So a lot of people don't understand that when it comes to Cardano and ADA and really this market cycle in general, it's a big test. It really is. And many people right now are failing that test. Many people are just chasing the money, and that's okay. People can do what they want, right? I have some assets that are just purely money driven. And then I have some other ones that really focus on future potential. And that's really what Cardano and ADA are about. It's about potential, because we know that there's been a lot that's been done during the bear market cycle and into the early bull market that is tech that can truly change the world. And that may sound like a huge, grandeur thing, right? But when we talk about the tech that can actually be sustainable for those times, there's not many that can. Cardano is probably well positioned and the best positioned to actually do this. Now, what's funny is obviously yesterday we had this big shakeup in the top 10. We had Toncoin fall below both ADA and SHIB, and what it had to do with was some recalculations of the circulating supply. And I'll actually talk about that later in a SHIB video. But we saw ADA basically jump back into the quote unquote top 10. It never left it. Again, I don't count stables, guys, for those that aren't familiar. But what I have to say is this, people look at Toncoin and they're like, oh my God, yeah, it's a surging project. It's doing extremely well. Well, it's got a lower market cap. It's got less holders. It's got more centralization. It has less trading volume. But yet people think that ADA is dead, and they think that Toncoin is doing extremely well. Yes, Toncoin has done well in terms of price because centralization, but that's neither here nor there. What people need to understand is that you're trying to be shaken out right now, 100%. If that wasn't the case, you wouldn't see whales continuing to accumulate. You wouldn't see these partnerships building. You wouldn't see actual utilization of the Cardano infrastructure. You wouldn't see projects continue to build with Cardano. You wouldn't see development as high as it is. There's all these fundamental things that are extremely good for Cardano and ADA. And people tend to ignore them. They just look at price. And I think I've talked about this before. Price is kind of the lagging metric, even still in the early bull market cycle for ADA for whatever reason. It's a reason why I've said it's probably one of the most undervalued projects, if not the most undervalued project in all of crypto, because it has so much going for it. And the light bulb just hasn't flipped on for people yet, right? And at some point, I believe that's going to change. People are going to have that aha moment and things are going to start really taking off. It's just a question of where we kind of end up, right? Do we get a little momentum? Do we have a little build, excitement, and price before that happens? Do we just kind of, chill and go blah and not much happen before those things really take off? People are ignoring the big things that are happening. People are ignoring how good the tech in fact is. But there comes a point where you can't subdue that anymore. It's going to rear its head. It's going to be known by everybody. It's flying under the radar. But you can't keep it under the radar forever, regardless of the hit pieces, the slamming, right? The negative sentiment from some of the community or people that aren't in the community, frankly, it's going to dissipate over time. It's the same reason that, for something like Shiba Inu, I've talked about Shiba Inu obviously every single day here on the channel as well since inception. It's the same reason why all those people that were talking about Shiba Inu falling out of the top 20 and saying it's going to just go to nothing and all those stuff, those people have kind of gone. We're going to see that same thing happen with Cardano and ADA over time. What we just need is a little bit of this strength building. All right. So the question is, are you going to pass the test? Are you going to fail it? Are you going to chase something else? Are you here for the long haul? It's all up to you. It's all up to you. The decisions are always yours. But don't be surprised if we start to see some of these big steps forward during this early part of alt season, this early part of the bull market cycle. So I appreciate you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts below, but have a great day. Catch you guys in the next one. Take care.